Good morning, everyone. Let's begin. As you know, this company has weathered storms that would have grounded lesser airlines. Decades of challenges, decades of triumphs. We're here today to distill those experiences, to learn from them. First, the challenges. Number 1. Embrace change.
Easier said than done, Ava. Try telling that to the union when we propose new efficiency measures.
The alternative, Mark, is obsolescence. We either adapt or we become a footnote in aviation history. This industry doesn't reward sentimentality.
What about the human cost? Layoffs, restructuring? It takes a toll.
It does. And we address it. Severance packages, retraining programs. But the needs of the many outweigh the needs of the few. Don't misunderstand me. I value every single employee. But this company, it has to survive.
So how do we make them understand that? How do we communicate this effectively?
That, David, is challenge number 2. Communicate effectively. Communicate effectively. Clear communication is vital, especially during a crisis. We need to share information transparently, build trust, maintain unity.
Easier said than done, especially when the news isn't good. People don't want transparency when it involves layoffs or pay cuts. They want hope.
And we offer them that. A vision for the future. Explain the why behind the tough decisions. We level with them. We don't sugarcoat.
What about leaks? Information gets out of this room all the time. How can we control the narrative when it's being shaped by rumor and speculation?
That's a constant battle, David. We need to reinforce the importance of confidentiality. Remind everyone that loose lips sink ships.
Maybe we need to be more proactive, get ahead of the story, control the flow of information, town halls, employee newsletters.
All good ideas. But communication isn't just about what we say. It's about how we say it. And who's saying it.
And if they don't buy into the message, if they're just as cynical as the rank and file,
Then they're not the right people for the job. Which brings us to challenge number 3. Prioritize safety.
well, duh.
It's more than just a slogan, Mark. It's a culture. Every decision, every policy, must be viewed through the lens of safety, especially when we're under pressure to cut costs.
And that's where it gets tricky, isn't it? Deferred maintenance, overworked crews, corners get cut.
Corners cannot be cut. Not when lives are at stake. We invest in the best training, the latest technology. We empower our employees to speak up, no matter the potential repercussions.
But how do we balance that with the need to stay competitive? Fuel prices are soaring. Passengers are demanding lower fares.
That leads us to challenge number 4. Manage costs. Efficiency is no longer a luxury, it's a necessity. We have to streamline operations, optimize routes, and negotiate better deals with our suppliers.
Easier said than done. The unions will fight us every step of the way.
Then we show them the alternative. Bankruptcy, liquidation, a future where no one has a job. We need to work with them, not against them, to find solutions that benefit everyone.
And what about innovation? Investing in new technologies to reduce fuel consumption, improve efficiency.
Absolutely. We need to be constantly exploring new ways to do things better, faster, and cheaper. But never at the expense of safety. Never. Which brings us to challenge number 5. Build resilience. We will face setbacks, market fluctuations, unforeseen events. The key is how we respond.
Easier said than done when you're facing a public relations nightmare or a massive financial loss.
Resilience isn't about pretending those things don't hurt. It's about learning from them, analyzing what went wrong, implementing changes, and moving forward, stronger.
So, transparency again? Admitting mistakes?
Absolutely. Hiding from the truth only makes it fester. We need to own our failures, take responsibility, and demonstrate that we're committed to doing better.
And what about celebrating our successes? Recognizing the hard work that gets us back on track?
Smiles? Of course. Which leads perfectly to success number 1. Strategic vision. We need a clear roadmap for the future. A vision that everyone understands and buys into.
Another vision statement? We've got enough of those gathering dust in the company vault.
This isn't about empty words, Mark. It's about aligning our goals and objectives, ensuring that every department, every employee is working towards the same outcome: a thriving, sustainable airline. Which brings us to success number 2. Focus on customer experience.
Oh, here we go. The customer is always right? Even when they're screaming at a gate agent because their flight's delayed?
It's about empathy, Mark. Understanding their frustration, empowering our employees to resolve issues, not just pass the buck.
Easier said than done when we're constantly cutting staff and increasing workloads.
Which is why success number 3 is so crucial. Employee engagement. We need to invest in our people. Training, development, opportunities for advancement.
That costs money, Ava. Money we're supposedly trying to save.
It's an investment, David. Engaged employees are more productive, more innovative, and more likely to go the extra mile for our customers. It's a virtuous cycle. We treat them well, they treat the customers well, and the customers keep coming back. Which leads us to success number 4. Innovation.
Scoffs. Oh, here we go, more buzzwords.
It's not about buzzwords, Mark. It's about fostering a culture of continuous improvement, always looking for new technologies, better processes, to stay competitive.
Like what? We already squeezed every penny out of operations.
Think bigger, Sarah. Predictive maintenance, AI-powered customer service, personalized travel experiences.
That all sounds expensive.
It's an investment in our future, David. If we don't innovate, we stagnate. And in this industry, stagnation is a death sentence. Finally, success number 5, resilient leadership.
Meaning?
Meaning staying humble, even when things are going well. Remembering the lessons we've learned, and never stopping the drive for improvement. Success can breed complacency. We can never let that happen.
Easier said than done when the profits are rolling in.
That's when it's most important, Sarah. That's when we need to be even more vigilant, even more focused on the future. Because the only constant in this business is change. Now, let's talk about collaboration. It's not just a buzzword, it's the bedrock of everything we do. Departments working in silos? That's a recipe for disaster. We need cross-functional teams, sharing ideas, solving problems together.
Easier said than done. Everyone's too busy protecting their own turf.
That's where leadership comes in. We need to lead by example, show them that collaboration isn't a weakness, it's a strength. And that starts with us.
What about adapting to change? This industry is constantly evolving.
Exactly. We need to be agile, flexible. Market trends, new technologies. We need to be ready to embrace them, not resist them. And that means investing in our people.
More spending? Really?
Investing, David. Talent development, training programs. These aren't expenses. They're investments in our future. A skilled workforce is a competitive workforce.
And what about being transparent? Everyone says that. No one actually does it.
Transparency builds trust. Open communication, accountability. These are non-negotiable. We need to foster a positive company culture, one where everyone feels valued and respected.
Easier said than done, especially with the unions.
It starts with embracing diversity. Different perspectives, different backgrounds. That's where innovation comes from. And we need to stay customer-centric. Customer satisfaction is paramount.
All this sounds like a lot of work.
It is. But it's worth it. We need to foster continuous improvement, always looking for ways to be better. And above all, we need to lead with integrity. Ethical leadership. That's what builds trust, both internally and externally. It's about doing the right thing, even when it's not easy. This isn't just about profits and losses. It's about building something sustainable, something we can all be proud of. A company that embraces change, values its employees, and always puts the customer first. That's the American Airlines group I want to be a part of.